What's going on, everybody? My name is Justin Godsey for Justin Godsey TV. Thank you so much for checking out today's video. Now, as you guys see down below on the title, I am here talking about Christian, as it is rumored and media wrestling outlets have been reporting that Christian is set up to go and get an in-ring return at some point. But the WWE is feeling a little bit ornery about this, and they feel him coming back from this injury, he's going to be a liability. Christian, yes, he's done a whole lot, over the course of, a monumental career, multiple world champion, ECW champion, NWA world champion. His time in TNA, I think, is probably the best push in his entire career. The WWE has not really given him, the most majority push. When you look at his time in TNA compared to his time in WWE, his time in TNA completely, I don't like the curse or anything. It completely shits on what he does in the WWE. TNA treated him so well. His contract ran out with TNA. Wanted to come back to WWE. He goes to the ECW roster, wins the ECW title. But you know what? The ECW label for WWE, it's nothing. It's not the same as the old ECW. Not even close. Not even 10% close. Not even 5% close. Christian was champion there for a while. But after Edge retired, the WWE felt it was the right thing to do to put the World Heavyweight Championship back on Christian, and I honestly felt that was the right thing to do. It's just kind of like a memorandum, and in tribute to Edge, it's Christian's time. Edge said, it's time for Christian to get that world championship, and Christian ended up turning heel, when after he lost the championship, and he started feuding with CM Punk for like a small, smidget there, here and there. But as of late, Christian has been that mid-card wrestler. As in TNA, he was the main eventer, multiple main events and pay-per-views, multiple NWA world champion. It's just Christian has done a whole lot more in TNA than he's done in the WWE. I mean, Christian in the WWE, he has done a whole lot. Looking at the Brew, one of the best factions, great entrance music. But you know what? Everything has to come to an end. Christian's coming off a very serious injury, and everybody's saying, is this going to be Christian's last hurrah? Are they going to end up putting him in a storyline where he can chase after the U.S. Championship, the Intercontinental Championship? I don't see it as, fitting for Christian, his current age, his current health. He's doing a lot of the pay-per-view, warm-up shows or pre-shows for the pay-per-views with Alex Riley, Renee Young, Booker T. That's what he's primarily been doing. Just waiting, quietly building it back up. I think Christian should, return for just one last match. I think Christian has nothing left to prove. Putting him in, in a title hunt, it doesn't seem logic. It's time for the much younger generation to come up from NXT and get their time to shine at the WWE roster. We're looking at guys like Adrian Neville. We're looking at guys like Mojo Rawley. That's the next generation there. Christian is that last guy of, probably from the 1990s, like late 1990s, to officially still be wrestling in 2014. And Christian has done a whole lot in this company, has done a whole lot in TNA, but his time is really much coming to an end. Give him a last run in the WWE, give him his one last match. I think you should just call it quits and just do what he's doing. Do something like the pre-shows, have him do documentary intros, something confidential, something like what they did. Have him host some cool stuff. Have him host some shows. I think that'll be a great thing. Have him do some more WWE Network stuff. I think Christian is an excellent play-by-play guy. You look at what he has done for what's it called? What he has done for the warm-up shows and the pre-shows for the pay-per-views. Why don't you give him an opportunity on NXT? Let him be a coach. Why don't you let him be a coach? Mojo Rawley could be a coach. Adrian Neville, Corey Graves. There's just so much he can do now. But you know what? His chances of going back into the championship contention, not going to happen anytime soon. Like I said, he is primarily that last guy to be wrestling from the early 90s to current day. It's just his time is up. I love Christian so much. One of my top 5 favorite wrestlers of all time. A huge Christian fan, primarily a Christian Cage fan. I kind of side with TNA nowadays more than the actual WWE. But needless to say, Christian is Christian, and he has done a whole lot in this company. There's just nothing left for him right now. No point of chasing the Intercontinental Championship. No point of chasing the United States Championship. The WWE title picture with Brock Lesnar. It's going to be heating up. Maybe we can see The Rock Rock. I know The Rock appeared on WWE Brooklyn tonight. There's just so much, right now going on for WWE that just does not seem logic for Christian to take, to partake in anything. So, like I said, give him his last match. Make sure it's a more memorable match. Maybe you can have it headline, WrestleMania or something. Have him, just wait on to the sidelines. Don't force anything huge on Christian building up for a WrestleMania match. It's like I said, his time is coming up to an end, and like I said, everybody wants to end their career on a WrestleMania. I think the right thing to do is to have Christian's last match out of WrestleMania, have him win it, and have him ride off into the sunset, and close the story on his career. He's done a whole lot, multiple-time Intercontinental Champion, like I said, ECW Champion, or World Heavyweight Champion, NWA Champion, you name it. He has held a bunch of championships over the course of his career. So let me hear your guys' opinion about this. I'm Justin Godsey for Justin Godsey TV. If you want to hear some more professional wrestling talk, as well as football, baseball, basketball, mixed martial arts, you guys will want to click the subscribe button here on my channel. I do have you guys covered. Season-long WNBA talk as well. I do like WNBA, also NBA, UFC. I cover just about everything. Professional wrestling. I'm more of a a news kind of a guy. I like to come on here, give my thoughts on a lot of the news aspect. Show reviews and pay-per-view reviews, those are stuff I'm going to be, wanting to come back, but, at this current point, I like, giving my opinion about just the news that's going around professional wrestling. So, let me hear your guys' opinion about Christian, and let me hear it. Just post your guys' comments down below in the description box. I'm Justin Godsey for Justin Godsey TV. Like I said, make sure you guys click that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in my next video.